Alrighty, back at it again with Muldrotha control. We can see the main board duresses that have worked pretty well, but that is one of the things that I would like to ask you guys about. See if it works. We've been having a lot of success with this deck. This deck and my own concoction of a combination of tokens and powerful elf elements combined to get us to our current rank of gold. This is and part of the reason why I like duress is it gives us a lay of the land. We see we're facing a interesting brew as well, basically boggles, the standard kind of boggles there, and that's one of the best ways, one of the only ways to get rid of equipment. Guaranteed the opponent is not happy about that. We'll not show them that we have blue in our deck just yet. We don't ever need blue until we get Muldrotha. Let's see here. They didn't have anything in their hand to make that guy scary. Much more worried about Danitha. This is not exactly what I would call a matchup I would expected to see in the gold rank, but I am actually very happy to see it because I mean that the fact that it's here means that I'm gonna see if I can get him to try to cast enchantment on one of these guys in Vraska's Contempted Way. But the fact that it's here in gold, assuming the opponent played it all the way to get into gold, another great sign of the state of Standard. Standard is in a very great place. Let's see here. We're not under any real pressure, so we'll get the Lich now. In Muldrotha decks, the Lich is awesome. The Lich in a Muldrotha deck is sometimes like a draw 2 or 3 per turn. There's Valduc. I'm gonna try really hard not to say what I always say in my head whenever Valduc hits the battlefield. So on the world Lich, I mean, look at that, just boom. We are going to be getting our pick of whatever we want, and when we get Muldrotha out, we'll be chaining together dead weights even more than we're doing so right now. Dead weight on your Valduc. Dead weight on your champion, just because we're being just ridiculous. We probably should have played the oh wow. I'm dumb. Nice, yep, that was a well-deserved nice. Oh, that's what happens when you get greedy and silly with it. You put a dead weight on a champion in flame that's gonna get buffed for 2. It's gonna have absolutely no effect. That's fine. That is funny. Alright. These are well-deserved beats that we're going to take, but we literally have Underwhelm Lich digs for them to do. For them to deal with. I mean, a lot of ways to punish the decks that are trying to a lot of ways to punish the decks that are trying to pants up their creatures like that. This is why we can afford to be silly with it. And also, I mean, let's be honest, we're facing a suboptimal deck. I mean, this one, if anybody has watched the tier breakdown, that there we are, and we can very happily dump the Eldest Reborn and the Chupacabra when we hit Muldrotha, because we're just going to be playing it back again. That's part of the reason why this deck seems so good to me. I'd love to be able to hear what you guys think. But let's see, do we have a land? And we have Dead Opponent. But anyways, I mentioned briefly that I mentioned briefly Dev from Strictly Better MTG SBMTG in his breakdown of the meta game and all its tiers. It's pretty straightforward, but I referenced it because this deck we ran into was nowhere near there, and rightfully so. But I give the opponent a lot of props for playing it, and I really hope the opponent got to gold playing it, because that would just be really cool for the State of Standard, and State of Standard is already epic. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching the Muldrotha control here. Temple Scribottom would love to be able to hear ways to be able to make this deck better. I have not, despite you guys seeing the duress and maybe thinking that I am, metagaming for the one match system. I have not changed this from when I was running it in the competitive constructed matches. They're a main board duress because we've got so many ways to deal with creatures that taking a look at their hand and getting rid of the more problematic things that they have, the non-creature spells for our deck, and then being able to concoct a plan, as any good control deck needs to do, has been useful. But do you think Duresses should be in the main? Do you think it's a bad idea in the one match ladder? Love to be able to hear it. So hope you guys are having a good one. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I look forward to seeing any of you guys out there on the ladder. Talk to you guys later. Bye.